Welcome, Swaddy Carb. Welcome back to another video on Project Bangkok. Now we're here down at Sri Nakhon Khuean Park. I actually think I got that one right. Yeah, so I know it's another park video. Look, I know you've seen my 3 park videos with Benji, Central Forest and Lumpini Park, and they are amazing parks, don't get me wrong. But if you really want to be in nature where you don't hear the traffic, you don't hear the construction around the corner, this really is separated from the rest of Bangkok, and it is not even that much further. It's probably another 10-20 minutes further. You've got to take a little boat ride for 10 baht, which is absolutely nothing, to be right here in the middle of Bangkok nature. Now this is referred to as the green lung of Bangkok, and I can see why. It's just completely covered in green, forest, nature, wildlife, and it's just yeah, it's the whole island itself is huge. And this park basically sort of sits at the sort of the top end of it, and it's a botanical garden. You know what I mean. Anyway, so I'd recommend getting here via Klong Toi Pier, and then from there you'll see there's actually like a nice temple there. You can have a quick look at that as well. Loads of little shops, places to eat, but if you're here on the weekend, I'd hold off until you're here and get some food and drink here on the island while you're here. But yeah, you go past the temple and then make your way down to the ferry port. You'll see some signs saying what time the ferries are running. I would ignore that for the most part, because the times when it said it's been closed, there's always been another boat doing sort of like private trips for the same amount of money as well, which is 10 baht each way. It's absolutely nothing. So you make your way across the water on the boat. It takes like literally 2 minutes, and then you'll find yourself greeted by a bike rental. And the bikes, for the most part, they're 60 baht, 80 baht and 100 baht. Now I've gone for the mid-range for the 80 baht one, because it's got the basket on the front, it's got the bigger kickstand at the back, and it's got like the road tyres, which is really good for the type of road you're going to be riding on for the majority of it. There's a slight bit of off-roading, which you'll see a little bit later in the video, but for the most part this bike has been great. And it's the higher end one for 100 baht is the mountain bike, but you're going to be struggling to pedal along, and this one just cruises around really nicely. So once you've got your bike, you can make your way down towards the park, but halfway is this it's like a cafe, sort of children's play area. There's huge massive sculptures of like dragons and horses, and there's an ostrich there. Just go and have a look. Even if you don't have kids, just go in and have a look, just take in the surroundings, go and feed the animals or something, grab yourself a coffee, or if you do have family and kids, then it really is an ideal place to sit down and just relax for a little bit before you make your way to the park. Look at the size of this guy. He's trying to hide behind the tree, it's not working. I don't want to get too close. But once you get down to the park, you see this huge archway. Make your way down there, go to security, check yourself in, and then have a look at the signs on the left hand side just as you make your way into the park. You see there's some maps there basically showing you what's around, what's worth looking at, and what to keep an eye on while you're here down in the park. So yeah, anyway, enough rambling. Without further ado, let's make our way around the park and see what this place is all about. So it's currently Tuesday at about 1 o'clock, and it is, well, it's not dead here. There's a few people here, look like they're from a school or something. Maybe there's a school nearby, so they can come here like on their lunch breaks and stuff like that. But it's, as you can see, like it's quite shady like when I'm riding around. There's a few people out and about. Loads of people taking photos. It's about 36 degrees today. It's just so chilled. You can hear all the birds. You can't hear any traffic. You can't hear any traffic. No noise, no construction. It's this is like what, 20-30 minutes from the centre, and you're just surrounded by forests and ponds and wildlife. I come here a couple of days ago and I nearly rode over a monitor lizard as well. I didn't know they had them here as well. Wait to hear my brakes. Oh, grim. But yeah, look at this. So as you make your way around, like you notice there's loads of places to sit and drink, loads of bins. There's also loads of like these little informational sort of cards, basically telling you about the wildlife, the trees, what to look out for. There's also a few of these maps as well, so you can work out like which route you want to take. If there's certain things that you want to see, whether you want to see like the temples, go to the cafes, you know, go see the Siamese fighting fish. You know, there's all sorts on there, and it's really easy to sort of work out where you are as well. You can also scan like the QR codes and download sort of information to help you along your way. There's loads of like little places to kind of stop and explore by foot as well. So obviously I've just parked my bike there, which is perfectly fine. No one's going to touch your bikes. And you can sort of see here, this walkway's got like, this bit of wood across it, so you're not supposed to take the bike down here. But let's take a quick look. So this walkway is very similar to the walkway that's at Central Forest, the one next to Benji Park. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a puffer fish. Oh, can you see it? Yeah, just about. I think it's a puffer fish anyway. Hey buddy. As you ride around, you notice just behind me here is a little cafe, and there's lots of them, and they're all sort of set back from the main sort of cycle path, so keep your eye out for them. They tend to do different things as well, so some are like coffee shops, some do like sandwiches, some do like sweets and stuff like that, so you know, it depends on what you fancy. And you can always refer to the map as well and see what's here. Check out Google Maps as well, so you can sort of see photos of some of the food and the drinks and the menus, see what you like really. I found a little place around the corner. It's called the Coconut Bar. Does chai non mian, which is my favourite Thai iced tea. Very nice, decent price. I'm gonna go and sit there in a minute. There's nobody here. I love it. Absolutely love it. There's nobody here. Again, another little cafe, so obviously I've just gone past that one down there. Although that one looks closed today. I come here on Sunday and it was open, but it's closed today, so swaddy cup. Maybe it was a weekend thing. even they smiled at me. They're probably like, what's that silly idiot doing with his phone? Definitely gonna crash this bike. Like I said, there's always like little, there's always like little places to like explore like off the path and that. And like I said, you've always got these maps. This map's better actually. Let me show you this map. Right, so this map's a lot better because this one shows you like you are here, and basically we're doing like this full circle around the whole park here, and sort of like spurring off little sections as well. But this one's a bit easier to sort of navigate. It's not like the whole Green Lung Island, so yeah, normally I follow that one. There's already places to park the bikes as well. I don't think they're going to get nicked. Everyone's already renting a bike as it is, so no one's got a reason to nick any of the bikes. Just a quick one on my bike as well. Like, this is the bike that I got. This is the 80 baht bike. I know you get like this silly little thing in the front, but you can put your stuff in there to store it, and the wheels, they're just easier. They do have mountain bikes, but I don't think you need it. A part of the trail is off-road, so maybe be a little bit careful with the rocks when you're there, because obviously like these tyres are really thin, but it's so much easier riding around on this. You put like nearly zero effort into it at all, and yeah, it's alright. It's got like a nice little kickstand as well, just easy to get on and off of, really light. Yeah, there he is. Just see him, probably can't see him. So eventually you get to this bit as well, where you've got the nice paved path, and then it goes to the non-asphalt road. So like I said, just be a bit careful with your bike. If you're a bit heavy, no, that's a bit rude, isn't it? Not if you're a bit heavy, just be careful. There's a nice little cafe down here. I'm going to get a drink. I'm hoping it's open today. Like I said, today's Tuesday. I come down here on Sunday and everything was open, so because it's so quiet, not everything's going to be open at the moment, so just bear that in mind. So unfortunately this is closed today, which is a bit of a shame. I understand it's not busy enough to open every day, so maybe come here on the weekends. And they do really nice coffee, tea here, get some snacks, relax, chill out, just soak in the environment, and sit there and look over the pond, just listen to nature while you relax, and then back on your way. Sign says Coconut Island, left. Now, more people die from coconuts every year than shark attacks. Look, there's the old faithful. You see him in the water? Probably not. It's really coming full circle now of the park. Back to the beginning here. Again, there's still nobody around. It's lovely. But unfortunately, a lot of the cafes and places to eat are shut. So it's a double-edged sword, really. Might be worth bringing some water on the way, some snacks, if you're coming during the week. But if you're coming in on the weekend, for the most part, everything's open still. And it's free as well. The park is free. So you're only spending money on the, well, however much it costs to get to the pier, which is going to be what, 50 to 100 baht, if that, depending on where you are. And then 10 baht each way for the boat. And then 60, 80 or 100 baht, depending on what bike you want to use. Like I said, I recommend the 80 baht bike. Got somewhere to store your stuff at the front of the bike. Really easy to ride around, and I haven't got a puncher. Yep, so even here it says, throughout this trail you have learnt about valuable trees and have seen the beauty of nature in various forms. Yep, I couldn't agree more. So that's the whole park for the Nakhon Khuean Park, which I really hope I got that one right this time. Like I said, this is different to the other parks. The other parks are amazing, but this one really is in nature itself, and there's a lot to see, there's a lot to take in, and it's just a really nice place for families, or even just coming by yourself or as a couple. It's there's so much to look at and do, and it's nice to ride around as well. Just rent the bikes really cheap. You know, like I said, I rented this bike for 80 baht, and then 20 baht for the return trip on the ferry as well. So what, 100 baht, that's what, £2.50, maybe $3 for the whole day, just to escape for, I don't know, maybe like 3, 4, 5 hours, depending on whether you're going to have food here, you know, get a drink, relax in the park, and all them sort of things. So yeah, I hope you like this. I hope you like the park. I hope you come and visit here, and if you do, please leave a comment and let me know what you thought about it as well. I'm going to be trying to cover more parks and places to sort of escape from the Bangkok hustle and bustle. Although I love the Bangkok hustle and bustle, sometimes on the weekends you just want to just disappear in nature and just breathe. Right, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Smash wearing a suit. Hey, they're all wearing suits. Must be crazy. God. Swadee krap.